Hello and welcome to Draper Diamond right here on the campus of Lipscomb University in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee. It's the rubber match between the Florida Gulf Coast Eagles and the Lipscomb Bisons. Both teams split the doubleheader yesterday with the Bisons taking game one by a score of 6-4. But the Eagles bats woke up in game two with a 16-5 victory after 5 innings. Bisons look to right the ship here today. They turn to Kate Peters, who gets the start in the circle. Peters on the year with a 4-4 record. She's making her sixth start. A 3.12 ERA. Has allowed 42 hits in 49 and a thirds innings pitched. Has walked 22, struck out 20. We last saw Peters here yesterday, where in game one, she got the win. She came in relief of Lane Barefoot, pitched 3 1/3 innings against this Florida Gulf Coast lineup. Only allowed 3 hits, 2 earned runs. She walked 1, did not strike out any. So she is ready. She's looking to silence these already lively Eagles bats. She'll deliver the first pitch to Riley Oakes here. Outside for a ball at 12:02 p.m. and this game is underway. Bisons wearing black jerseys with white pants with Lippy script across the chest. Eagles wearing white jerseys with blue pants. And of course, that eagle right there on both sides of the batting helmet. Peters behind in the count here, 2-0. She'll fire this one in. Called a strike by home plate umpire Jay Davis. He's joined by KJ Bessemer down at first and Kevin Bessemer down at third. The 2-1 pitch from Peters, slapped foul by Oakes. Oakes on the year, we saw her start in center field game one yesterday and then start in the circle in game two. Batting .347 on the year. Has 17 hits, 1 triple, 5 RBI. Has also scored 6 runs. Not much of a batter to walk when she's up there. Only 1 on the season, but she sends this one down the left field line, and making the diving grab in foul territory is Jessie Brown. What a start to this game. There's 1 out. And that'll bring in McKenna Batterton now. As Batterton gets ready to dig in, let's go over the Bison's defensive alignment. From left to right in the outfield, Jessie Brown, Joey Girizzo, and Presley Liebrick. We saw that outfield configuration here yesterday as the first pitch by Oakes. She slaps past the diving Shoemaker in to right for a single. First hit of the day for Batterton, first hit for the Eagles. And now Canna Davis will have a runner on first base. Across the diamond, from third to first, we have Megan Klein at third. Amy Vitula is back. We saw her leave game two with an injury yesterday. Was diving for a ball and came up grasping at her shoulder. She's all right. She's back in there playing shortstop. Elise Shoemaker's at first, and making her first career start today at first base is Tori Womack. 3 hits in her last 3 games, as well as 3 RBIs for Womack. And Coach Ryman had to find a way to get her in the lineup and get that bat going, and make use of that bat, as Peters misses high for a 2-0 count now to Canna Davis. But Womack making her first career start today, her 10th appearance. Behind the plate, catching Kate Peters, is Camry Rich. We saw her get shaken up yesterday, but she's good to go. Canna Davis will pop this one up behind second. Calling off her second baseman is Amy Vitula. She'll make the grab. That'll be the second out of the inning. Abby Thomas will now step in from the right side of the plate. We saw her catch in game 2 yesterday. She's handling the designated playing duties today. As Peters looking to get out of this inning unscathed, only allowing the 1 hit. She delivers low for ball here to start off the at-bat. So the 1-1 count. Slapped foul and out of play. I'll run the count to 1-2 now. It was a very windy day here yesterday. The wind was blowing about 20 to 25 miles an hour. We saw several balls that were hit up into the air. Defenders had to make special adjustments to be able to play it against the wind. Not as strong here today, as that one slapped into left by Abby Thomas, and they are now 2 aboard after 2 hits now in this inning. Emily Estroff was all around the box score yesterday. Had 3 hits in game 2, 3 hits in game 1. She'll dig in here. First pitch that she sees, grinded back up the middle. Vitula will underhand flip it to Shoemaker for the force out at second, and that will conclude the inning. So 2 hits, but they're both stranded. That will send us to the bottom of the first inning, where the Bisons look to get going here against the Eagles in today's rubber match. Allie Holm will get the start today in the circle for the Eagles, making her 3rd appearance in this series already. She'll face Amy Vitula to get us started. She'll fire in the first pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Holm got the start in game 1. She went 4 1/3 innings, allowed 5 hits, 6 runs, all 6 of those runs earned. She struck out 5. She was just about perfect through the first 3. She sent down the Bisons in order without allowing a hit the first time through the lineup, but that second time through the lineup, she crumbled. We then saw her in game 2, where she pitched 2 innings, only allowed 1 hit and no runs. She's out there for her 3rd consecutive game, and she's behind in the count here to Amy Vitula, 2-1. That one's right down the middle. That'll even the count up, 2-2. Vitula on the year. She's now starting in her 30th game, batting .329, 28 hits, 85 at-bats, 2 doubles, 2 triples, 7 RBI. She'll send this one to third. It'll take a funky hop, and unable to make the play is the third baseman, Taylor Filla. We'll wait to see if that goes down as a hit or an error, but nonetheless, Amy Vitula is aboard. And that'll bring in Presley Liebrick now. Liebrick has been a hit machine as of late. Had 4 hits against Quinnipiac, 2 hits in game 1, 1 hit in game 2. It does go down as an error for Taylor Filla. Liebrick showed bunt, pulled back. It was a strike. That's the 6th error of the season for Filla. She leads the Eagles in that category. Liebrick has a 1-1 count here with her teammate Vitula off of first base. Liebrick's ready. She watches that one on the outside corner for a strike. That'll run the count to 1-2 now. Liebrick making her 31st start of the year. She'll swing through that one, an off-speed pitch, and she'll be retired. And that'll bring in Macy Kinconen now. Liebrick, Kinconen, Jurizzo, the 3 players to start in all 31 games as the appeal down to first is called a strike by first base umpire KJ Bessemer, saying that Kinconen did go around. Shoemaker started 29 games but has appeared in all 31 when she appeared in the top of the inning in the field. So 4 players to play in all 31 games, only 3 that have started all 31, including Kinconen, who swings through that one to make the count 1-2 now. Holm has that off-speed pitch working. She struck out Liebrick on the off-speed, got Kinconen to swing through it here. The runner off at first and 1 out. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Kinconen holds. The pitch was up in the zone. They appeal down to first base. KJ Bessemer this time says that she did indeed hold up. It'll be a 2-2 count now. Kinconen handling the designated playing duties. We saw her appear as the DP the past 2 days, and she goes down looking here. Back-to-back strikeouts for Holm. Came into the game with 63. She's now up to 65 on the year. And that'll bring in Camry Rich now. Rich up to 200 now on the season. As mentioned yesterday, it's a good sign for head coach Kristen Ryman and Bison's fans to see Camry Rich start to turn that corner here as we begin A-Sun play. She's seen that average begin creeping up. She's now up to 200 after a rough start to the season. She'll look at a ball here and send this one high and deep. You can forget about that one. Into the street. It is a 2-run home run for Camry Rich. Vitula touches home. Rich rounds third. She'll be greeted by hugs by Shoemaker and Vitula. It is the 4th home run of the year for Camry Rich. Her 15th and 16th RBI. And the Bisons lead this game early 2-0. The 8th home run allowed by Allie Holm. And it was a no-doubter. So Elise Shoemaker will step in now. She'll send the first pitch she sees up into foul territory. Making the grab is Phila for the final out of the inning. Bisons get one hit, but that one hit, a tank into left field. A 2-run homer by Camry Rich, and the Bisons lead 2-0 here after the first inning. Hope Hernandez gets us started here in the top of the second inning. Her team trails 2-0. After that 2-run homer by Camry Rich. First pitch from Peters to Hernandez misses inside for a ball. And Hernandez will quickly be ahead here 2-0. Hernandez on the year, batting .233, 21 hits, 90 at-bats, has 4 doubles, no homers, has walked 4 times, struck out 8. She looks at a strike here. So Hernandez here fouls this one off. It'll be a 2-2 count. Peters. So far this year, only allowing .231 average to hitters. She allowed 2 hits in the first inning, got 2 strikes here, and she gets Hernandez to pop out weakly to the shortstop Vitula, and that'll be the first out of the inning. That'll bring in Reedy Davenport now, who sends the first pitch she sees down to third. Klein unable to make the play, but it was foul by just a step. That ball missed. Davenport batting .217. She'll watch one right on the inside corner for a called strike. Very nice pitch there. You could hear Elise Shoemaker screaming words of encouragement to her teammate. That one hit off the end of the bat right back to Peters. She'll come in, field that one, toss on to first for the out. So those PFPs coming into play there to make that play. And There's now 2 down in the inning. I'll turn it over to Taylor Filla. PFPs, of course, pitcher fielding practice, which anybody who's played baseball or softball, those pitchers love the PFPs. As that one is thrown into right field by Vitula. It'll likely be an error on that one. Well, it will be an error on Vitula. And going all the way to third base is Filla. So, question is it going to be a hit and an error or just an error? Regardless, it'll be the 8th error of the year for Amy Vitula. And now, Neely Peterson will step in and bat with a runner just 60 feet away. It does go down as a straight error, so no hit for Filla. It's just a straight up 3-base error for Amy Vitula. So Peters now having to work out of trouble as that one sent just foul on a rope. All 3 people over there in that area. And Filla, third base umpire Kevin Bessemer, and head coach for the Eagles, David Deros, all had to duck on that one as it was hit on a rope. That one bounces in. It'll be a 2-1 count now. Neely Peterson pops this one back over the screen. Peterson on the year. 197 hitter, has 12 hits, 7 RBIs, a double and a homer. She's got a runner at third base, and she tries to check her swing there, but cannot. She goes around. It's the first strikeout of the day for Kate Peters, and it'll send us to the bottom of the second where the Bisons still lead 2-0. Excellent job there by Peters to strand the runner at third. Now that'll bring in Tori Womack, Joey Drizzo, and Megan Klein when we get back right here from Draper Diamond. Tori Womack making her first start of her career today. She's at first base. She'll swing through that one, but Womack in her past 3 games, we saw her here yesterday in both games of the doubleheader, and as well as Chattanooga. 3 hits and 3 RBI. She'll swing through that one for a strike. Ryman trying to find a way to get her in the lineup, especially the way her bat's been as of late, wanting to ride the hot hand. So Kendall Crawford has the day off here. She's been handling the first base duties, and now at first for today is Tori Womack. She'll watch a ball here up high, 4-ball. The Aldie, Virginia native from Independence High School. Sends that one foul down the first base line off the roofing down there of the bathroom behind behind the Eagles bullpen. So 1-2 count now to Womack. That pitch just misses outside. Holm thought she had Womack ringed up. Instead, the count's now even, 2-2. Staying alive there is Womack as she grounds that one foul of third. On the year, Womack batting .400, 4 hits and 10 at-bats, has a double and a home run that she had hit against Quinnipiac. That hit her first of her, or that homer was the first hit of her career. That one misses low and will run the count full. Womack had that home run to straightaway center field directly over the trees, her first career hit against Quinnipiac. She had a RBI double against Chattanooga and then 2 hits here yesterday. She'll swing through that one for the first out of the inning. It is the 3rd strikeout of the day for Allie Holm. And that'll bring in the center fielder, Joey Gerizzo now. Gerizzo on the year batting .211. 15 hits, 71 at-bats. 3 doubles, 1 triple, and 11 runs batted in. She'll look at a called strike here. Gerizzo, a mainstay in that Bison's batting order, and especially out there in center field. As the speedster looks at a ball there. Gerizzo looking to get on and increase this Bison's lead. She'll swing through that off-speed pitch here. Holm definitely has that off-speed pitch working. That'll run the count to 1-2 now. Gerizzo will look at a ball outside here. That'll be a 2-2 count now. And she'll swing through that one. Back-to-back strikeouts for Holm, her 4th of the day. And that'll bring in Megan Klein now. So back-to-back strikeouts, and there will not be 3 as Klein sends that one weakly behind second base. Making the grab is Emily Estroff, and that will send us to the bottom of, or that will send us to the 3rd inning where the Bisons lead 2-0. The lineup has flipped over for the Eagles as Riley Oakes will get us started here. Oaks in her first at-bat. Flew out into foul territory. It was a nice diving grab out there by Jessie Brown in left field. She sends this one right back to Peters. She'll field it on a hop and fire to first base for the out. And there's now one away here in the third inning. McKenna Batterton will step in now. Bisons lead 2-0 here in the third inning from a 2-run homer by Camry Rich. This one, first pitch, called off by Elise Shoemaker. She'll come in, make the grab, and quickly, there are now 2 outs here in the third inning. It'll be Canna Davis now. Mentioned yesterday, Davis doing something you don't really see in softball, as most hitters wear a face mask with their helmet. As Davis looks at a strike. Instead, Davis wearing a C-flap with that front flap of the ear, has that extra piece of protection that comes down near that jaw line. She'll swing through that one and send it foul. So it comes down along the jaw line, protecting her left jaw and nose area, as well as that mouth, so that if a pitch were to come up and hit her up in that face area, she'd have some extra protection there. Pitch down in the dirt. We're on the count to 1 and 2 now. Still, getting hit anywhere in the face, even with a mask or a face mask, would still hurt. So obviously want to avoid that. She'll watch this one up high for a ball. And Kate Peters now has a 2-2 count on Canna Davis. Davis, inside pitch there. She'll ground it foul off third. She's shaking her head. She'll step out, step back in, and step out once more. And she'll send this one to straightaway center, going back, looking up. It's into the trees. The red shirt senior from Harrisonburg, Virginia, and Virginia Tech transfer, with her 6th home run of the year for the Eagles. She leads the team, and the Bison's lead has been trimmed now from 2-1. A 2-out homer by Canna Davis. So, the 2-out homer by Davis, that brings in Abby Thomas now. And Thomas is ahead 2-0. Bisons trying to get out of this inning and get back to the plate. Peters is behind here in the count to Thomas, 3-0. Peters needs a strike here. She kicks, fires. And that one's called a strike there on the inside corner. Much needed strike by Peters. She got it. Goal now is to get this one over the plate and get another strike, but unable to do so there. It's a walk to Abby Thomas. She's aboard for her 2nd time today. Singled back in the first, and now a walk. It's the 23rd walk of the year for Kate Peters, her first of the day. The lineup now sees Emily Estroff with a runner at first. Peters misses wide there. Estroff grounded into a fielder's choice to end the first inning for the Eagles. First pitch, or the first swinging strike there by Estroff. She swung through that one. It was a high pitch and did not look fully committed to it. Did Estroff as she swung through that one. She'll flip her arm out, try to keep that arm back. She swings through that one, trying to extend on that one. It was outside, unable to make contact, and it's now a 1-2 count to Emily Estroff. Peters a strike away from getting out of this inning. That one sent right back to her, makes the grab next to her head. She'll fire onto first base for the out. But the Eagles get a run. The 6th homer of the year for Canna Davis to straightaway center field. And the Bison's lead has been trimmed now 2-1. Jessie Brown digs in to start the bottom of the 3rd inning. She'll watch that one outside for a ball. Brown will be followed by Vitula and Liebrick in the batting order. She'll send this one back to the pitcher Holm, who'll field it and fire on the first base for the out. Quite a few 1-3 putouts today. It's the 4th one by both squads today. And it'll turn the lineup over to the shortstop, Amy Vitula, who reached on an error her first at bat. Gorgeous day here in Nashville as Vitula sends this one over the shortstop's head into the outfield for a single. So she's aboard for her 2nd time today, ambushing the first pitch she sees from home. It's the 2nd hit of the day for the Bisons. Presley Liebrick will now dig in, looking to have better fortune than her first at-bat that saw her go down swinging. She'll foul that first one off out of play. It's definitely appears to be in the scouting report to attack home early and often. Don't want to see that off-speed pitch. That one misses high, and Liebrick will watch it go by. He'll even the count up 1-1 here. Vitula has 4 stolen bases on the year, has been caught 5 times. 44% steal percentage. As Liebrick watches a strike there on the outside corner. She'll spin the bat in her hands, step back in. She's ready. Home gets the sign. She fires in high. That'll even the count up 2-2. So a 2-2 count to Presley Liebrick. Amy Vitula off of first base. She led the team in doubles last year with 7. She'll send this one to short. Unable to make the clean field is the shortstop, Reedy Davenport. She tried to go to second for the force out. Unable to do so as Vitula slid in safely. Liebrick reaches, Vitula safe. There's now 2 on for Macy Conconin. We'll see if that one goes down as a fielder's choice or an error. You cannot assume a double play, but that'll likely be a fielding error by Reedy Davenport. Conconin, the check swing, appeal down to third base, is ruled a strike. So Conconin in the hole here, 0-1, has runners at first and second. She'll turn around, show bunt, offer at it. It will be a strike. She's now down 0-2. Conconin handling the designated playing duties, not playing the outfield. We saw in Chattanooga, she slid in to home, hit the shin guard. She's got stitches in her leg. The coaching staff does not want her to slide and tear those stitches open. She's got quite a gnarly gash above and below the stitches, but she does have 5 stitches in her right leg. But she sends this one high, but curving, it's going to go foul into the parking lot. So, not playing the field, so she doesn't have to dive for balls and run and get those stitches out. She's just strictly batting until those stitches are ready to come out. Likely we'll see her be conservative when she's on the base path, but she swings through that one here. She's down swinging. That's her second strikeout of the day, and that'll bring in Camry Rich now. But not before time is called, and Eagles head coach David Deros will head out and talk to his pitcher after Holm allowed that 2-run homer in the first inning to Camry Rich. So 2 on, 2 out here in the bottom of the third inning. Deros will head back to the dugout, and we will get ready. So Rich, after that home run, her batting average jumped from 200 up to 211. She leads the team in homers now with 4. Her 16 RBI are third on the team behind Conconin and Liebrick. She's got a chance here to match Liebrick with a base hit. She's ahead here, 2-1 after that called strike. That homer by Rich, straightaway center field. That went into the street back behind, leading to the parking garage. That one misses up and away for a ball. It'll be a 3-1 count here. Elise Shoemaker's on deck. Rich were to reach. the junior Camry Rich. She's ready. Home fires outside for a ball. It's the 12th walk that Camry Rich has gotten this year. 42nd allowed by Home. And Elise Shoemaker will now have her chance with the bases loaded. So the bases are loaded for Elise Shoemaker, a junior from Lexington, Kentucky. She'll watch the first pitch in there for a called strike. Bisons lead this game 2-1, but they're being out hit by the Eagles 3-2. Eagles also have 2 errors. That one just misses. The Eagles' entire dugout, a few of their fans over here let out a collective groan. So that one just missed off the outside corner, so it's a 1-1 count. That one looked to be about the same exact spot. And it's a ball as well. It's what you got to ask for if you're a fan, at least from the umpires, is consistency. And home plate umpire Jay Davis has been consistent with those calls. That one misses low. It's a 3-1 count now. And Elise Shoemaker can draw an RBI with a walk right here, or a base hit could add some more. But there's nowhere to put Shoemaker. Home needs to fire in a strike. And Shoemaker will send this one out to right field, giving chase, and unable to make the grab is the right fielder Davis. Vitula's in, Liebrick's in. The throw in gets away from the cutoff. And Hope Hernandez, but 2-run score. It is a 2-run double by Elise Shoemaker, and the Bisons increase their lead 4-1. That double by Elise Shoemaker, her second of the year, her 6th and 7th RBIs. She's now standing at second base. She joins Camry Rich on the base paths, who had to hold up at third. So Tori Womack now has a chance to bring in some runs here, but it looks like she's going to get the intentional walk. We saw in yesterday's game Home try to intentionally walk a batter. She ended up throwing it directly to the backstop. A wild pitch, and a runner came in to score. But 4 for free passes there, and the bases are now reloaded, and Joey Girizzo will come up. For Womack, it's a sign of respect for Girizzo. It's a chance to prove, hey, you shouldn't have done that. So we'll look at strike one here. Girizzo batting .208. Batting .250 with the bases loaded. She'll send this one the other way, but foul. She'll now be in the hole here, 0-2. Bison's lead 4-1. After scoring 2 more runs here in this inning, that one misses low. Nice block back there by the catcher Peterson. Girizzo has another chance. She's ready. She'll send this one out to center. Coming in and making the grab is the center fielder Oaks for the final out of the inning. But 2-run score off the RBI double by Elise Shoemaker. Bisons now lead 4-1. We'll head to the 4th inning. Kate Peters will head back out to face Hope Hernandez when we get started here in the top of the 4th. Hope Hernandez swings at the first pitch she sees here in the 4th inning, and she'll send it to short. Making the grab over her shoulder is Amy Vitula for the first out of the inning. So it'll be Reedy Davenport now. 1 pitch, 1 out for Kate Peters. She'll swing at the first pitch and line this foul. Davenport 0 for 1 on the day. She grounded right back to Peters in the 2nd inning. Peters has only allowed 3 hits today, along with 1 run. That 1 run, a solo homer by Canna Davis to straightaway center. She'll miss inside here for ball. Make it a 1-1 count now. That one catches the outside corner for a strike. Peters now ahead here, 1-2. She fires in, just outside. I'll even the count up 2-2. It's been a ball all day long. Consistent call there by home plate umpire Jay Davis. The 2-2 pitch skied up in the air, making the grab on the infield dirt is Amy Vitula. So back-to-back P6s. It will now be Taylor Filla up with 2 outs. She'll watch the first pitch for a called strike. That one's sent over to short. Vitula fields, bobbles, but fires onto first base. Unable to get Filla. She was hustling down the line. We'll see what they rule that one. It was a nice job by Vitula to stay with it, but unable by half a step to get Phil out there at first base. It had a chance to be a 7-pitch inning for Kate Peters. That one misses outside for a ball. if it is an error on Vitula. As that one misses low, it's 2-0 count now. It'll be the second time today Phila has reached by way of error. Both those being committed by Vitula. We will wait to see what they officially rule it. That one sent foul by Peterson. It's a 2-1 count now. And they do give a hit to Taylor Phila. The hit by Phila. That's her 23rd on the year. She's now batting .319. Full count here to Peterson. The runner at first base. That one sent out to right. Liebrick's under it. She makes the grab. And that'll send us to the bottom of the fourth where the Bisons lead 4-1. So a hit, one left. It'll be Megan Klein to get us started here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Megan Klein popped out to second, her first at bat. Back in the second inning. She'll look at a called strike here. And send the second one she sees back into the parking lot. And just missing the lone car down here as the Chevy saw that ball bounce right in front of it. That one sent over to third. And picking it up off the ground before it hits the ground is the third baseman, Phila. A nice backhand there. Klein is retired, and Jesse Brown will now step in. Brown grounded out to the pitcher. Her last at bat in the third. She'll send this one down the third base line and just dropping into foul territory is that one. It'll be a strike, 0-1 count to Jesse Brown. Brown has gotten the start in every single game here in this series with Kinconnon getting some time off from playing in the field. She'll send this one into foul territory, and shading that way after that previous pitch and foul ball was Batterton. She'll make the catch deep into foul territory over there. So quickly 2 away here. In the bottom of the fourth, lineup will turn over to Amy Vitula, who's been aboard twice today and has scored both times she's been on. Reached via error her first at bat in the first, scored on the Rich homer. Reached on a single in the third and scored on the Shoemaker double. She's ahead here, 1-0. She'll watch that one. A called strike there. Vitula batting .333 on the year. It's second on the team amongst qualified batters. Presley Liebrick, standing on the on-deck circle, leads the team with a .362 average. She'll send this one to short, making the grab and throw onto first is Reedy Davenport. So Vitula is retired. We will head to the fifth inning where the Bisons still lead 4-1. Hey Siri, what time is the Kansas game? Riley Oakes, 0 for 2 on the day. She's batting now her third time here in the fifth inning against Kate Peters. 62 pitches for Peters, 63 is popped right into the glove of Megan Klein. One pitch, one out for Kate Peters here in the fifth inning. Now it'll be McKenna Batterton now. The final 2 games of the Elite Eight tip off this afternoon. First game here in about 20 minutes as number 1 seed Kansas faces number 10 Miami. It's Miami, Florida, the Hurricanes. And then later on this afternoon, about 4:20 tip-off. Batterton fouls that one back to run the count 1-1. The North Carolina Tar Heels face America's Cinderella team, St. Peter's. St. Peter's becoming the first 15 seed to ever make the Elite Eight. They're trying to become the first 15 seed to ever make the Final Four and spoil, or potentially spoil, a Duke UNC matchup in the Final Four. Batterton sends this one to center field. Drizzo comes in, makes the grab on the run. And there are 2 outs quickly in this inning. Of course, winner of St. Peter's, UNC will face Duke. On the other side of the bracket, the winner of Kansas in Miami. They'll be facing the Villanova Wildcats. A chance to go to the title game. Kiana Davis homered her last time up at bat. She's been the lone Eagles run back in the third inning, a solo homer to straightaway center field that hit up into the top of the trees out there in center field. She has 6 on the year. She'll send that one foul down the right field line into the corner. Liebrick will give chase and throw it back in. 2-1 count to Davis. She leads the Eagles with 6. Came to Florida Gulf Coast by way of Virginia Tech. Spent 4 seasons with the Hokies. She's ahead here, 2-1. She'll pop that one up into the air. Attempting to make the diving grab is the pitcher, Kate Peters. She'll come up empty there. She'll trot back to the circle. Having to fix her pants. So a 2-2 count now. To Kiana Davis. Peters back on the rubber. She's ready. She kicks and fires low for a ball. We'll run the count full. So Kiana Davis with a full count. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Her team trails 4-1. She'll swing and send this one sky high into the air. Jessie Brown comes in, makes the grab for the final out of the inning. So 1, 2, 3. Go the Eagles. And that is the first time they are sent down in order today. We will go to the bottom of the 5th inning with the Bisons leading 4-1. It'll be Presley Liebrick to get us started right here from Draper Diamond. Presley Liebrick struck out in the first, hit into a fielder's choice error. Her second time up, scored a run in the third on that fielder's choice error. She's ahead here, 2-0. Hitless on the day is Liebrick, hoping to change that fortune and what could potentially be her final at-bat of this game, with the Bisons leading 4-1 here late in this one. Assuming they hold on to the lead, they'll likely only bat one more time in the bottom of the 6th. Liebrick fouls that one off. It'll be a 2-1 count. She steps in. She's ready. She'll send that one just about the same exact spot she fouled the previous pitch off at. That'll run the count even. 2-2. Liebrick will chop this one over to second, coming in, making the grab and the throw to first for the out is Emily Estroff. Liebrick's retired. And we are going to have a pinch hitter for Macy Conconin. And it's going to be Kendall Crawford. So Crawford will hit for Macy Conconin. Conconin 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. Kendall Crawford on the year, hitting 193. She's received a majority of her starts down at first base. 11 hits, 57 at-bats. Has a double and a homer. She'll look at ball one here. We saw Crawford yesterday against Florida Gulf Coast. Hitless in both games. Did score a run. And that 16-5 loss in game 2. That one catches the inside corner. That'll run the count to 1-2. Bison's 2-3 in A-Sun play. Florida Gulf Coast 3-4. This one sent past and under the glove of the first baseman Hernandez into right field. Crawford's aboard with a pinch hit single. And that'll bring in Camry Rich now. Looking at the standings, as Rich looks at ball one. She'll look at a called strike there. It'll run the count 1-1. Bison's currently sitting in third, tied for second in the West Division with a 2-3 record in the A-Sun as Rich sends this one to the wall, reaching. Did she make the grab? No, she did not. It is a second home run for Camry Rich. This one to opposite field. 2 two-run home runs on the day for Rich. That's 5 on the year for her. She's got 18 RBI now. Holy moly. Canna Davis did everything she could to rob that homer. She went up over the wall. It appeared that she had it. But then we saw that the ball was not in her glove. It's the second two-run homer of the day for Camry Rich. 2 homers, 4 RBI. Bison's lead 6-1. That's Rich's first multi-home run campaign of her season. Shoemaker will send the first pitch of her at bat to center field for the out. That'll bring in Tori Womack now. So Rich, 2 for 2 on the day, 2 two-run homers with a walk sandwiched in between them. Womack digs in, Struck out in the second, was intentionally walked in the third. But Bisons are currently tied for second in the West Division. They're 2-3. Tied with Jacksonville State as Womack looks at a strike there. A game behind, or a game and a half behind Central Arkansas, who's 3-2 in A-Sun play. Womack sends this one over the head of the second baseman, Emily Estroff. Into the outfield, it's a base hit for Womack. She's aboard here with 2 outs for Joey Girizzo. On the other side, Florida Gulf Coast, they're currently in 5th of the East Division standings. Liberty 5-0 atop the East. They're taking on North Alabama here today, down in Lynchburg. Girizzo behind here, 0-1. And that will conclude the inning, but damage done, a 2-run homer by Camry Rich increases the Bison's lead. They now lead 6-1 here, heading to the 6th inning. Abby Thomas has reached base both of her at-bats, base hit and a walk. She's up here to lead off the 6th inning. She'll foul the first pitch she sees back to the wall. Back to the netting behind. Bisons lead 6-1. 4 of those runs coming off the bat of Camry Rich. She sends this one into foul territory. Does Thomas? Coming in and making the grab across the line is Jesse Brown. So, that'll be the first out of the top of the 6th inning. And Emily Estroff will now step into bat. Bisons trying to rebound after that Game 2 loss yesterday. Trying to take the series. They lost 2 games down against North Florida last week. Took the 3rd game. An extra inning affair on game 3 of that one. Now looking to take their first A-Sun series of this season. If they can hang on here. Peters is behind Estroff. 3 balls and no strikes. Peters fires in. That one catches his own for a strike. There'll be a 3-1 count now to Emily Estroff, who grounded into a 6-4 fielder's choice her first at bat to end the first, and then grounded back to Peters in the 3rd. She'll look at a called strike here. It'll run the count full. Emily Estroff foul that one off. So she'll stay alive. Has seen her batting average drop under 300. Her putouts today. She's now batting a measly 297. She'll draw the walk here. It's her 4th walk of the season. She'll head on down to first base, and that'll bring up Hope Hernandez now. Do have a defensive substitution in the field for the Bisons. We saw Kendall Crawford pinch hit for Macy Kinconnen in the designated player position. She's now into the field playing first base. Womack has gone to the designated player position. So Crawford in at first. Womack, who singled back in the 5th inning. She's now handling the designated playing duties. Hope Hernandez sends the first one she sees foul for a strike. And we're all caught up. Peters fires in the 0-1. Outside for a ball. I'll run the count even 1-1. Peters at 84 pitches on the afternoon. Looking to get the final 4 outs. 5 outs, I beg your pardon. To get the Bisons their 13th win and their 3rd win in A-Sun play. She's got Hernandez in the 1-2 hole here. Hernandez, who popped out to the shortstop Vitula her both at bats. She watches this one go high for a ball. I'll run the count even, 2-2. So a 2-2 count to Hope Hernandez. She sends this one up in the air, curving into foul territory. Brown giving chase. She'll make the grab in foul territory. It's the 2nd out of the inning. So Reedy Davenport will now bat with 2 outs and a runner on first base. Davenport grounded back to Peters in the 2nd, popped out to Vitula in the 4th. She swings, sends the first one of her at bat foul down the left field line. Brown will get it, fire into Vitula, who will fire into Shoemaker. Will drop it off to Peters. Peters puts her mouth guard in, gets the sign. She's back on the rubber. She's ready. She kicks, fires, chopped right back over her middle. Shoemaker makes the underhand grab and the backhand throw to get Estroff at second with Vitula covering. That'll send us to the bottom of the 6th inning where the Bisons look to bat for the final time today. They lead 6-1 late in this one. Maddie Ricker now in to pitch for the Eagles. We saw Wicker yesterday. As she struck out her first batter. The first batter of her career. She did. That was in game 1. She took the loss. Klein will send this one to short. The throw by Davenport across the diamond is in time for the out. That was in game 1 as the Bisons won that one 6-4. It was starter Allie Holm taking the loss here, but Wicker came in relief. She went as that one by Brown sent out of the glove to short. She'll be aboard. That was a game that we saw Wicker actually start the game as the designated player. She came in to pitch. She went an inning and a third, walked 1, struck out 1. That one by Wickers thrown right to the backstop. Brown will advance to second. And Vitula will now have a runner in scoring position. So, Brown out at second. Vitula ahead in the count here, 1-0. She's been aboard twice today, reached via air and single, grounded out to her counterpart Davenport in the 4th. Here we are now in the bottom of the 6th. She's got a chance to knock in her 8th RBI of the year. Off-speed pitch by Wicker there on the outside corner for a strike. That'll make it a 1-2 count. That one sent to short. Coming in, making the grab. And it'll be a double play as Davenport fired on to first to get Vitula. And Brown getting a late jump from second to third. A throw across the diamond by Hernandez de Fila gets Jessie Brown. Base running mistake there cost the Bisons, but They head to the 7th inning. They lead 6-1. Kate Peters will head back out to the circle looking for a complete game, trying to send the home folks home happy. Taylor Filla leads off the top of the 7th as the Eagles are down to their final 3 outs here in Game 3 of this series. She looks at strike 1. That's just the 90th pitch of the day for Kate Peters. She looks to retire the Eagles in order and win this series for the Bisons. Phyllis swings through that one for a strike. Peters, no complete games on the year. The freshman's looking for her first complete game of her collegiate career. Aside from one swing of the bat, could have been a complete game shutout. She'll get the swinging strikeout here of Philla. And there's quickly one away here in the top of the 7th inning. Neely Peterson will dig in. With time running out for her squad. Peters' first pitch, low inside for a ball. Mentioned yesterday, this trip to Nashville for Florida Gulf Coast, the first trip they take, or they have taken this season, outside the state of Florida. They will only have one other trip outside the state. Peterson hits that one down the line and foul. It'll be a 2-1 count. They will have played all but 2 series in the state of Florida. Will the Eagles, this 3-game series against Lipscomb here in Nashville, and then April 23rd and 24th, they'll be in Kennesaw, Georgia to take on Kennesaw State. That pitch just misses outside for a ball. I'll run the count to 3-1. Looking ahead, though, next weekend, Florida Gulf Coast will be home. They'll be taking on Jacksonville State. Doubleheader on Saturday. And then Game 3 of that series on Sunday. Peterson will draw the walk, and we'll now have a pinch hitter for the Eagles. It'll be Amaya Gaynor. Looking ahead for the Bisons, once this one's over, they'll be at Tennessee on Wednesday, taking on the Volunteers down in Knoxville. That game's at 4 o'clock Central. And then from there, they'll head down to Kennesaw, Georgia, and face Kennesaw State April 2nd and 3rd. So Amaya Gaynor will pinch hit. Gaynor on the year. 261 hitter. 6 hits. 1 RBI. Has walked once, struck out 5 times. She looks at a ball here. Gaynor steps out. Time's called. We're going to have a meeting in the circle. Peters is just 2 batters away from finishing this game. She has a 5-run cushion. She leads 6-1, her team does. Only allowed 4 hits. Amaya Gaynor, the sophomore from Tallahassee. Her father, Herb, played wide receiver for the Florida State Seminoles in the 80s. Her brother, Amari Gaynor, plays linebacker for Florida State. Amari Gaynor, currently for the Seminoles, is their active career leader in tackles with 193. The defensive captains for Jimbo Fisher's squad down there at Florida State. Well, it's not Jimbo Fisher anymore. He's now at Florida State, or he's now at Texas A&M. It's now Mike Norvell by way of Memphis. Norvell's taken over that Seminole squad. Gaynor looks at a strike here. It'll be a 3-1 count. Bisons lead 6-1. Peters looking to hold on and finish this game out strong. She'll fire that one. It's sent over to third. Klein up with it. Fires on to second for 1. Throw to first. Not in time for the double play. As Gaynor beats it out by a step. Bisons do get 1 out. And Gaynor and Peterson they exchange places. Now McKenna Batterton will be up with 2 outs and a runner on first. The last chance for the Eagles. Peters now up over 100 pitches. That pitch was her 105th of the afternoon. She's 1 out away from a complete game. She misses outside there. 2 balls. Have to wonder if she's just running on adrenaline at this point. She kicks, fires. High for a ball. It'll be a 3-0 count to McKenna Batterton. Peters has walked 3 today on the afternoon, struck out 2. She's behind here, 3-0, needs a strike and gets it. She rebounds there, and McKenna Batterton has a 3-1 count with Gaynor off of first base. Batterton will send this one over to Klein. She'll fire across for the final out. And the Bisons win this one 6-1. You can put it in the left-hand column. Bisons increase their record to 13-18. They are now 3-3 in ASUN play. Florida Gulf Coast drops to 11-21. They're now 3-5 in ASUN play. So the Bisons get the win. Kate Peters with the shutout. I do want to correct, we have the wrong record here for the Bisons. They are now 3-3 in A-Sun play, 13-18. Florida Gulf Coast, they drop to 4-5 in A-Sun play. They are correct in being 11-21 now. But Kate Peters gets her first career complete game. Camry Rich tacks on two-run home runs. And the Bisons take their first series of A-Sun play here against Florida Gulf Coast. We will be back here from Draper Diamond April 6th against Austin Peay. But until then, we hope you have a blessed day wherever you are. Bisons get the win here against the Eagles, 6-1. My name is Blake Forshee. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back here in about 2 weeks.